So welcome back to another episode of Process Over Profits with your boy Lily4X, also known as Lily 4 Times, or the original Mr. Paperboy, the original Peel Paperboy himself. So we'll start this series. Well, I'm going to start the series, but yeah, rough day in the office today. We're 0-2 on gold. I'll break down basically kind of what happened. I'm just going to clear my charts first. It's the end of the day. Didn't follow the process completely. Well, on my 2 trades on gold, I'm all right with them. I kind of seen some stuff I didn't want to see, or I don't want to say seen some stuff I didn't want to see, but made some mistakes that potentially could have been avoided, and I'll show you here what I'm kind of looking at for the future. But just to recap, to understand, I guess, kind of why some of those losses both losses were taken today, and what I'm going to be looking for is here. You can see I had my round psychological number of 5,000, and we can just put here as another point of interest around where that weekly EMA is kind of showing rejection. So the thing with this week now is, although I'm looking for it to go down, just because previous week we can still see that previous candle close within the body. We'll find some type of rejection here. We've been going up for how many years on gold, so we're bullish overall. We should be looking for buys on gold on a higher time frame, right? You can see strong pushes here. It was a completely bearish candle here weeks ago, flip bullish. So essentially we're in a weekly retest. That being said, dropping down to the daily, we can see how the daily closed. Very I can say almost like a rangy candle. That's what I'll call it like a range candle, although it's bearish, and I do believe that we could go lower to my previous levels that I had here of 48.70, 48.50 area essentially. So I had this level of this 5K level. So this 5K level, you can see, and I'm kind of happy that I actually did that midnight post, because you can see here that off the 5K level, off the previous weekly low, we gave us that 4-hour strong rejection. And I'm just going to go down to the 15 where I said you could have potentially got that entry right here. It would have been this candle right here that I was saying you could have got your entry, stops below the previous low, go for 2.5. Remember I was saying that 50, 60 level around here. So around here, so let's say you just want to go 50, 60, just a little shy of a 2.5, 2.2 to 1, boom. But I said I followed the process in this trade, and I didn't trade, didn't take it. Glad I didn't. Avoided that loss. Cool. Fast forward now. So I was paying a lot of attention to this 5,000 level, probably a little too much attention. But so as I seen on the 4-hour, mind you, these 8 hours were in here, so we got this rejection. We came down. I didn't take the trade. Then boom, I see another 4-hour close. So that 4-hour close now, I thought, this could be the potential bottom, right? It still could be the potential bottom. I could have still been early, but I said, okay, cool. We got a little 4-hour double bottom. We're going to go up. That was my thinking. So on the close, on that 4-hour, this was my first loss on gold. Stops below the previous low. I was going up I had 50.80 as our level of resistance. I'll put it here. Reason why. Under these lows here, essentially, point of interest, resistance. So I was looking at something like this, 2-to-1, nothing crazy. Boom, got stopped out. I said, all right, cool. A lot of the reason holding this 5,000 level, cool, came down, came back up, boom. I thought we'd go back up. And this is what I was seeing. So boom, second trade now. I took the sell. I said, okay, the buys are invalid. Very fair. I'll take my time. Got in here underneath. So as you can also see, we're also playing around with my 50 EMA on the 1 hour. So boom. Okay, broke above the 50 EMA. Cool, I thought it would go up. Not a problem. Got stopped out. Not a problem. So boom. Now, sell. 1 hour. We break below our 5,000 level, came back, retested it below the 50 EMA. Trade, I'll take it again. These two trades, I don't mind the losses just because I think they're good trades, and I'll show you what I missed. So boom, came, won pretty much a 3-to-1, 2.8, because I have another level here on the 1 hour that I had as a point of interest. So this was what I was looking for. Boom, instantly next hour got stopped out. So cool. What I didn't realize, based on the day, I can't tell what the day is going to do. Could have went down, could have went up, whatever the case. So I took these 2 L's, avoided 1 L. So process over profits. I didn't want to start this way, but we're 0 for 2 on the week on gold. Not a problem. One trade can make it back. Not a problem. Cool. So I delete all this now. My bad, my phone cut off, but I delete all this now. Remove all drawings just to see what the hell's really going on. So you can see here around this 50-25 area, we have a level of resistance, and then around this let's say 49.75 area, we got support. So this is more or less what was going on during the day. And we're in a range. We came down, we're in a range. So what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow, and I'm happy that this happened, beginning of the series, beginning of the week happened real early. And my whole reason for actually starting the series is just to document and keep myself accountable. My journey, my small account build, that's going to turn to a big account. And just, hold myself accountable. So, as you can see, we're within this 1 hour range, daily range, 4 hour range. You can see we're ranging within this area. And that's what I missed. Hence, every time I went to go take a trade, I was literally buying into resistance and selling into support. And it's a part of the process. I'm happy I seen it now. So now all I'm going to be looking for is a breakout to either direction with a pullback and take it down. I'm going to mark my levels of where I'll be looking to take profit. But we still know, let's just say this 4,900 area is definitely a level that I'll probably want to take profit to the downside. And to the upside, same deal. We get a break, retest, and potentially take it to this 50 area, depending. I got to see what's going on because we know we have a level of interest right here. So it might just be a little small move up to the 80 area or potentially up into my 200 simple moving average on the 1 hour, which potentially could just come down to around 5,100. And I'll be looking for something like that on the buy side. So, 2 L's for the week so far. Not a problem. Follow my process on gold. I'm happy with the results. Full transparency, I did take 2 trades, 2 L's on the yen pair, and then I took a dub on the yen pair, which the dub is essentially cleared up all my losses. So I'm very glad for my great risk management. However, I did a bit of over trading today, took too many trades. Glad I'm at break even, but moving forward, we're just going to keep it simple, process over profits.